Fine. So in this video, what we are going to see, how to send the different status code from our application. Okay, which means as you can see here, I am having a simple login API. So in this login API, I am having two parameters. As we all know, in the login we used to get the email and password. Okay, so the email should be, I didn't connect with any database. So here, as you can see here, email, if the email contains test@gmail.com and test, we are sending as messages you are correct, otherwise we are sending as you are wrong. Okay, so now if I execute this API from the postman, as we all know, and I am giving a test@gmail.com, which is expected email, and password is some test which we are expecting in the same data. Okay, which means test@gmail.com and test. Okay, so if I send this one, I can get the proper response called you are correct. Okay, which is fine. So both email and password is correct, so we are getting a you are correct. Okay, in case if I send either email and password is wrong value, then like this, as you can see here, I am getting a you are wrong. Okay, which is expected one. But if you see this status code, okay, the status code is 200. Okay, even though the value, the response is saying correct, which is you are wrong is correct, but the status code is 200. Okay, which is not expected. Okay, it should be some different status code, correct? If it is success, we can go with the 200. Okay, if it is wrong, we need to send a different response, right? Which means status code. So now, as you can see here, I am having a proper condition, everything is there. But when it comes to status code, we should not use this OK for the success status code. So here what we can do, I can put this return statement inside this one, and I will create a one more statement called, maybe in this below this one I can use it. This one I will remove it. Okay, so here I can use bad request. Okay, there is a method called bad request and dot, one second. Yeah, so here I need to mention the message. Okay, so this will help us to send the bad request to the client or the whoever is requesting to our application. Okay, let me restart the application. Now go to our postman and let me send the request. Okay, now as you can see here, I am getting a 400 bad request, which is properly appropriate, correct, and as you can see, I am getting a message which is correct. And in case if I provide the proper username and password, if I trigger the request, I can get the 200 okay, which is expected response, and we are getting a you are correct, which is the proper response as well. Okay, so this is how we can easily send the different status code from our application. So based on the whether it is success or failure. If the logic is failure, we can send the bad request. If everything is correct, we can go with this okay response. Okay, this is how we can able to do in the Spring Boot application Java. Okay guys, so if you have any questions or any queries related with programming, post in the comments, we will help you. Thank you.